And just as the final flowers disappear from the landscape, we're talking about how to get your yard ready for beautiful new ones to blossom in the spring.
And we are very excited today to have a new contributor join the Better Show. Nora Murphy's the woman behind Nora Murphy Country House, an absolutely gorgeous online magazine featuring inspiration on decorating, gardening, entertaining. You have it all covered.
I mean, just a couple of pages here inside this gorgeous magazine, and clearly you have a flair for making things beautiful, so you're going to show us a few things. Welcome, Nora.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Let's first talk about amaryllis, all right?
Yes.
It's great for the holidays, but you're saying this is simple. We can decorate at home. We've got a picture of...
Look how beautiful.
Like in full bloom.
Yeah, those
all
are
white.
Snow White is the name of that variety. And you can see there it is on my mantle, and it just works beautifully with my old shell collection and coral collection.
Beautiful mantle.
All right, so you've got an idea how we can start with one of these beautiful amaryllis bulbs that we often
rolling up
get.
her sleeves, so it's going to get good.
I am. We got to get right into it. So anyway, this is your amaryllis bulb.
Okay.
And this one is called Al Fresco. It also is white with a lot, not as high, about 12 inches high. Start with a great container. This is a Guy Wolf container. He's in Bantam, Connecticut, a master potter. And what's great about this whole part is that he is the one who showed me how to use it in a small pot, not a big pot, because...
And by the way, what we're planting here is perfect for the holidays, right?
Absolutely, 6 to 8 weeks.
So,
plant it now, and it's going to be blooming, and we'll feel so proud of ourselves.
I was going to say, your family will love you.
And this is cozy. You just said that you learned that they don't really like big pots, so get something cute and little.
Get something small and tight. And then it'll really promote growth.
Okay. So jam it in there.
We got it in there with a little bit of drainage and with our spoon, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure.
Just very...
Surround it with some dirt.
Very nicely.
I love that it's okay to use a spoon. We have permission to use a spoon.
Yes, a soup spoon. No fancy tools here, believe me.
Well, it's very easy to do. I mean, this seems like something even someone like myself without a green thumb can actually...
Oh, I think you have more of a green thumb than you think you do. So anyway, yeah, this is great. I also have a little brush where you can brush off the soil.
Oh, that's cool.
And then last but not least, all I do is take moss. Now this moss is from my backyard.
And I love, wait, no more fancy tools. This is a cake slicer.
That's right.
And you told me just go out there and slice it right out of your yard if you're lucky enough to have this.
Yes, actually half of my yard, well, to the dismay of my husband, is moss, not grass.
I think moss is beautiful.
But working yard.
It's okay that this is elevated. We want the amaryllis bulb above. We don't have to cover it in the pot.
No, it has to be halfway above the soil line. And
this is the finished one right here. I mean, look how beautiful that is.
That is it. And then I always put like a little marker in here because I usually plant up different varieties of amaryllis, and that tells me when they're blooming who's who.
All right. Next,
and just in time for Santa, that'll be ready.
Yes, and we've also got some paper whites that we're going to be talking about.
Paper whites are over here. They're very hardy. Look for big bulbs. And how I start this is by using a container that I brought in from outdoors. This was out all summer. I love bringing that garden vibe in. I take old shells or an old flat rock, broken clay.
And that helps cover up the hole at the bottom of the pan, right?
Yeah, so it doesn't all flow out. And then if you could please give us a little bit of
pot pan.
But let's show as we're making this what it's going to look like when you're done. You bring your pot in from outside, and there it's going to be in full bloom. So you're going to want this. That is stunning. All right, so we just put a little bit of the shell, the pea stone.
And Mark, can you give me some soil, please?
Yep. And that's after you cut them, because you do like to cut them.
Well, what happens is they start to flop. And everybody always asks me on Facebook or online, Nora, what do I do not to keep them from flopping? Well, you would need some kind of a structure. I also sometimes just use a branch with a string. And we're going to do one more layer. This is the secret for the center. Just a little bit more.
Okay.
And you can even smell the organic soil. It is so fragrant. So now let's start.
And by the way, I think you're right. Bring this inside for the winter time. What a great thing.
And we're just going to place them. About a dozen are going to go in here, right?
Yes.
Mark, you want some? We don't have to be neat with this. So we just fill up the pot. You want a few to put in there? All right. Going to get about a dozen in there. It's not going to take a bunch of time there. And fill it up.
And do it randomly so it doesn't look so perfect. It looks more natural, like it's growing outside. And then just to finish it off,
you add the moss like you did with your finished product.
Yes. And again, take your sheet and just cut it apart.
I mean, look how beautiful this is. How long will it be before you start to see some growth here?
I want to say immediately put it in a bright sunny window, water it regularly, and you'll notice that they're going to start popping up and having a mind of their own, but you are the boss.
Absolutely
Push them back in and keep watering them, and they will be blooming in 4 to 6 weeks. So Thanksgiving, get these going.
And then bulbs for springtime, because it's never too early to think spring.
No, and it's your last chance to plant your spring bulbs. We've got these beautiful Jamestown daffodils. They'll be white, so everything's white today. And then we have our tulips that are also a peony.
They look like a peony when they're done.
But no cooking.
No cooking. Yeah, it's like a shallot. And you will be really happy about that. Simple tools. Also, usually I start with a large area by a big shovel and kind of mix them all in and just
cover it.
Cover it.
So it's okay to dig a big hole. Now, you say basically, unless we have a hard frost, we can do this. You're going to be doing yours this weekend. People think they missed the boat. They did not. You can still plant.
Yeah, I have planted as late as Thanksgiving.
Okay.
These indoor projects are easy for anybody, though.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And what I love, too, is I love to buy the paper whites by the case because I can give them as gifts during the holiday, and I can keep my paper whites going all season.
Oh, beautiful. And look, if you were lucky enough, you could do maybe 50,000 of them like they did over here. And where's this?
That's in Reading, Connecticut, 100-year-old bud, 50,000.
Beautiful.
I love that his name is Bud. All right, if you have appreciation for the beautiful of home decorating, gardening, cooking, among all those things, you're going to want to check out Nora Murphy's online magazine. The fall issue is out now. The photos, as you've been seeing, are stunning, and it's full of inspiration and great information.
Yeah, her blog's also there as well. Just go to NoraMurphyCountryHouse.com.